Hey everybody, welcome back to Northern Lion Plays The Binding of Isaac Rebirth. Let's do it. I'm feeling jazzed and rejuvenated, baby. We're on for a random run. That last Eden run, a little bit cumbersome. Randoming Isaac means we're just gonna random again on our next one. Curse of the Maze, Glass 7, World War Z. It's okay. The book, you know, is better than the movie, of course, so the movie doesn't really bear that much resemblance to the book, but the movie was alright. Look, I'm not gonna try to say that the World War Z film, World War Z, is really a modern classic or anything like that. And truth be told, I think I actually like it less than the average person. It was, you know, it was like a 5.5 out of 10. 5.5 out of 10 in school is not very good, but, you know, 5 out of 10, or 5.5 out of 10 relative to, you know, not your classmates, but, you know, the most prodigious filmmakers in the world, it's up there. It's a slightly below average movie. It's no Imitation Game, but it's something. Hell, it's no Jack Reacher, but it's alright. Okay. What am I hoping for on this run? Well, honestly, my dreams have pretty much been fulfilled right off the bat. Because we picked up Pulseworm, and Pulseworm is probably objectively the best trinket in the game. There's absolutely nothing wrong with it, and there's no feedback that I could give it to get better. Except if it played like the YV-style air horns from Nuclear Throne every time you shot, that would be fine. First floor deal with the devil for a good item. An item that makes it more likely for us to get more deals with the devil in the future. I'm very down with this. This is exceptionally good. Now there's pretty much no chance we don't get a deal with the devil on the next floor, and we picked up a damage upgrade on this floor. So this is just really, really darn good. We also have our item room still to go here, so it's a little too early to call it a one run. But you know, the way I kind of feel like the first floor, or the way I feel about the first floor, is that the first floor is kind of like, oh yeah, absolutely, we'll take technology, not even tech 2. So we're gonna be firing on some weird intervals here, but at the same time, we didn't get any damage downgrades, and this synergizes so nicely with so many other items. I'm very happy to have this. The first floor is like when you just get out of, you know, the Earth's atmosphere. The speed that you get there, you know, if you go into a controlled burst and you fire off like one full thruster or something like that, clearly I could work at JPL or NASA. But what I'm getting at is, you know, when you're on the Earth's atmosphere, if you spend, you know, if you get a certain amount of velocity going, it's going to come down quickly because of gravity and because of, you know, friction in the air and stuff like that. When you get into space, you stay in motion, basically. You know, you don't bleed off very much of that velocity, you just stay in motion. That's pretty much how I feel about the first floor. It gives you the opportunity to pick up a staggering amount of momentum when there's very little friction around you. It only benefits you in the future. Getting strong on the first floor allows you to get stronger later. It's an easy way to gain momentum. And Isaac is a momentum-based game to some extent. Maybe not heavily momentum-based, like you can pretty easily turn a lost run into a one run with, you know, one great item pickup. It's gonna have to be pretty stellar. I don't mind Hagalaz here. Because we're on a relatively early floor, this gives us a probably better than average chance of actually finding a crawl space or black market. And, you know, you can backseat game all you want about my use of the Hagalaz rune on that room, but let's be honest, there's a pretty good chance for it. There are like 15, 20 rocks there. I'm not too mad about it. And this floor, again, for multitudes or a multitude of different reasons, we've got an extremely good chance to pull out a deal with the devil here. Hard to imagine us failing on that one. And if we get one more good deal with the devil, I'll call this one. That doesn't mean we get to stop, but if the game could resign, it would probably be thinking about resigning. Really? You can't shoot the poop there? Or maybe I was too close, you know. Light needs a little bit of time to get started, I guess. Lazarus's Rags is not good. Rather than pick it up, though, that could work. Yeah, rather than pick up Lazarus's Rags, though, why don't we, see if maybe we can get something, like, let's see if we want to use our rerolls on the deal with the devil and on the boss room, and if we don't, then we don't have to pick it up, we can just reroll it, and we might be able to buy it from the shop as well, or buy like a reroll from the shop that we can use on it as well, but there's not really going to be any guarantee of that unless we can, oh, thought maybe we could get the pill out of that, and if the pill was good, we could go get the other pill, but anyway, there's no guarantee that we're going to have 5 cents, much less a key. I don't know which one's more rare at this point. Now I have a pretty good idea of which one's more rare. Throw that down there. Probably 2 guys taken care of there and a little bit of extra money. 2 guys taken care of there and a little extra money. Sounds like your mother. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to imply that your mother was a sex worker. Or is that exactly what I meant to apply? I'm going to use the world card just to let us know exactly where the secret room is, in case we want a little extra money. That'll be a way for us to potentially swing it. Yeah, really smart damage to take there against Dingle. Just walk right into him right off the start. That being said, our cube of meat is actually doing a lot of our damage here. Oh my god, the pentagram pickup is disgusting. Followed by Krampus, but that doesn't bother me too much. Because in addition to the whatever we get from the Krampus fight here, which may or may not be useful, we'll just take Lump of Coal. Even though I'm not sure it helps, we'll take it anyway, just in case it does. Because we can reroll Lazarus's Rags, and I'd rather reroll Lazarus's Rags to potentially get something good than, you know, reroll something that might be potentially good to get something completely different. Yeah, that was not the smartest damage I've ever taken in my life here. The pentagram pickup is huge there. Really helps us out with our deal with the devil chance. I don't know how to feel about this, but we'll try to teleport at least. And that did take us into the regular secret room, which actually allows me to save a key here. So, you know what? Thank you, Undefined. I appreciate it. I do. I'll buy a key. I'm not thrilled about the idea of sticking with Undefined. So what I'm actually going to do is go back, get the D6, reroll Undefined again. Or we could reroll the shop because something is half price, but I don't think that'll be necessary. We'll come back through this way. It seems a little safer. Pick this up and then come back up this way. We gotta go all the way around here. Let's be honest. Try to be cute about it, get ourselves hurt a little bit there. And we get a Mystery Sack, and honestly, I think Mystery Sack over the course of a whole run pays for itself very, very quickly here. And I mean, especially considering all we paid for was one key, I'm not gonna be too perturbed by it. We have no bombs, so a second secret room is out of the question for us. But we're still very early on time here. That's a nice position to be in. So let me try to run some math with our newfound knowledge. No longer is it just 25%. I'm going to open both. We got one back. That's okay. No longer is it just 25% plus whatever bonuses we get for a deal with the devil. Now I know that it's actually, if you've had a deal with the devil on the previous floor, the multipliers for getting a deal with the devil are times 0.25. So right off the cut, if we just have normal deal with the devil protocol, we've got a 25% chance that we don't take red heart damage. Apologies for that stupid damage there. But we have the pentagram, which I think is a 35% extra chance. So 35 divided by 4 basically is like 8.75. So that's 8.75 on top of 25. So we got about a 33, like roughly a third chance if my math is right. 1 in 3 chance of actually getting a deal with the devil here, which would be very nice for me. Tell you straight up, I hate that speed downgrade. But I gotta try for Magic Mushroom. It's not unlikely. Bombs are key. Hate it, yeah, really not a big fan of that one at all. Not to say we're in a bad position, in the least. 33% chance of a deal with the devil might seem low, but it's much better than it otherwise would be if we didn't get the pentagram. Plus, the pentagram gives us those damage upgrades to begin with as well. Taking a lot of damage on this floor. That's my bad. Like, don't let me blame that on the game. That one falls squarely on my shoulders. Very nearly walked on the spikes there. Come on. Let me get into the shop for free and then buy a key. We can still do it on the other side, but it's pretty unlikely given that the size of this floor is probably sort of small. Maybe. We'll see. Bit a little too hard there, but still got lucky and didn't take the damage that I probably deserved to take if I'm being honest about it. What do you think? Secret room here? We're going to get this bridge anyway, so we might as well put a bomb down here. And we got super lucky. There's a secret room. There's a spirit heart as well. And, oh, this is majestic. There's absolutely no reason not to just open those doors with the golden key now. Hoping for maybe a little bit of a magic mushroom payout or a mini mush payout. That'd be fine too, but no such luck either way. Wafer. No chance of a reroll. You could tell me that we have like a 50% chance of getting Godhead for rerolling it, and I'd still probably say no. I'll take Mom's Purse. Acceptable. I guess we can probably afford to get rid of Pulse Worm at this point, huh? And by at this point, I mean we could have done it ages ago. We have a reroll that we can bring back for this Fallen fight, which we may want to do if it sucks, because it is probably the most beneficial item pool in the game. I don't mind losing Spirit Hearts occasionally to deal extra damage with Cube of Meat, but it's ridiculous how much I'm bleeding out here. Yeah, okay. I feel pretty good about that dead cat pickup, and I think we'll go back and buy... Ah, fuck it, let's not. I actually kind of like Headless Baby here. I like Headless Baby in general. I don't know, it sounds disgusting. It's like I'm talking about a food product or something like that. Oh yeah, the new Headless Baby recipe is just divine. I hear they recently added more torso. It's gross, okay? Don't tell your mother I said that. But yeah, I mean, it's not like we didn't get any damage upgrades again. However, that's fine. And we did get a deal with the devil. I didn't even comment on it, but we had such a low percentage chance to make it happen. Now the math becomes a little bit more complicated because I believe... Actually, no, you know what? I think the math stays exactly the same. I think because we had one on the last floor, like the most previous floor again, it pretty much just stays at like times 0.25. However, it might be times 0.5... Oh, this should be great. 2 of these worms. It might be times 2. Sorry, not 2.5. That would be amazing. It might be times 0.25, and then further again times 0.5 because we had one 2 floors ago. I'm not sure if it stacks, but if it does, our chances of getting a deal with the devil would lower from about a third to about a sixth. So you're looking at like 16.6% roughly there. And to be honest with you, that's still not that bad. This is roughly 1 in 5. I can live with it. I've already been here. I should have remembered that. Not a good use of the moon card. But we're out of here pretty much right on time, if we're still thinking about boss rush, and I really don't have that much to complain about in my life right now, to be honest with you. This is going very well. Could use some more high damage items, but that Guppy pickup is, it's the classic ask, man. Actually, I could complain about having not very much speed. I would like to have more speed. On a big room that's with unlimited range, that's actually advantageous for us, or not that disadvantageous for us, at least, but I wouldn't mind being a little bit more potent here. Yeah, we'll open up golden chests. We got the keys necessary for it for sure, and that one paid out extremely nicely. As you can see, that's a pretty good example of how our speed is letting us down a little bit here. Shielded Tears plus technology, which is basically piercing, is amazing. I think the hitbox on technology is relatively small, so it's not going to be super reliable. Wiggleworm actually helped us get the hit there. It's not going to be super reliable, but it should still be pretty good. So here's our, somewhere between a 16 point whatever and a 30 whatever % chance of getting a deal with the devil here. It would be awesome to get. We didn't get it. We could use a speed upgrade. It's pretty much exactly what I asked for, so I'm not going to complain. We're still not super fast. I guess that's me complaining. My apologies. Let's move it along here. We just keep stacking up good stuff here. I guess I left a Spirit Heart behind. I was going to say that doesn't sound like me, but that actually completely sounds like me. First, you know, the entry-level drug. Oh, that's because it's over here. I remember now. The gateway drug is forgetting to look for tinted rocks, and then you're just leaving Spirit Hearts behind for sport, you know, just to get your fucking jollies off. Next thing you know, I'll be throwing Spirit Hearts away, trying to use Cube of Meat to do a little extra damage. Oh, wait, we're already there. I am amazed that I did not take damage. We got any more bombs? Figures the only ones that could help me out there didn't help me out at all. But we'll still be looking for Magic Mushroom. Liberty Cap, at this point we could probably get rid of Pulse Worm for Liberty Cap. That seems fair. Bad gas, that sucks pretty hard. Let's try it. I bet we can get 3. Wow, that was not the one I thought we were going to miss if we were going to miss any of them, but shows what I know. What's the be-all, end-all item for us now? Definitely Spoonbender, man. Spoonbender technology is a classic combo. It's not an old combo. It's not like a traditional combo. In fact, it's more like a kind of like a new hotness. Because it didn't used to work. Weird to think, right? It's like a cronut. Okay, stay a little bit back here. I'm trying to catch him at like the perfect period where Cube of Meat can actually sneak in there, but I botched it yet again. That's alright. We snuck it through, and money's gonna be no problem. Bombs are kind of a problem. Maybe if I stopped throwing them away on stupid reasons, we wouldn't have to deal with that. And they're not really hitting very nicely on the poops. Like, our lasers are not hitting very nicely on the poops. which is a complete result of me using Wiggle Worm, but I'm not going to get rid of it because it makes technology a little bit more interesting than just, you know, a straight line. Really shouldn't have played chicken there, but in my defense, I didn't think we were going to get hit. I understand, officer, I shouldn't play chicken, but in my defense, I didn't think I was going to lose. That should be the new casino game, man. Chicken. Yo, you're going to play roulette? Pussy. What's your game of choice? Chicken? Russian roulette? The stakes are real at my casino. Caesar's Palace. Kaiser's Palace. That's what we're going to call it. Kaiser's Palace. It's play on Caesar's Palace. Did you know Kaiser and Tsar are all, they're all from the same root word? Crazy, huh? How interesting. I forgot that we could totally get hit by that creep. But Best Bud, Sworn Protector is fine. Full health is basically meaningless. And by basically, I mean like literally meaningless. He sucked me in there in my defense. Actually, I don't think he did. I think I just walked, unfortunately. Oh no, it's the creep. This creep is like way further out than I expected. You're gonna give me a Farkin Tears downgrade after all of that shenaniganery? I don't like Mega Maw being so close to the middle of the map here, man. I prefer Mega Maw when he's a little bit less centralized. But I gotta admit, I've been taking shit damage here, and it might actually end up putting us in a terrible position. I've played really badly in Isaac today. We're lucky that, you know, we've had some easy outs, I guess, is the way that I would describe it. But I've played pretty badly. I'm not saying I don't deserve the wins. You know, I'm just saying I could have squandered some one runs. So now one of those penalties is going to come off the books. We're either going to have a 33% chance or like a 50% chance. I guess 66% chance. Okay, and that's our second Guppy item and a Spirit Heart. That feels pretty good. Of course, those percentages are based on the idea that we do not take Red Heart damage, which is far from guaranteed. I could lose a life or two on this floor. I'd really rather not, though. We fought Greed on the last floor. Oh my god, he's faster than I expected. We fought Greed on the last floor, so I would be expecting a real shop here, where maybe we could buy something that would improve our chances. Stop walking on the creep. You jerk. That's me. I'm calling myself a jerk, because you got the potential for greatness, but you're squandering it for no reason here. Easy decision to play the Blood Bank a couple of times there, and we'll even go back. I think we're saying goodbye to Boss Rush, basically. Which is fine, because we don't quite have the potency. Oh my god, Skinny Odd Mushroom is the perfect Liberty Cap helper for us. No bombs, but that's okay. Dry Baby, it's been showing up all the time, but it's a pretty excellent familiar here. Especially for bullet hell type bosses. I am guilty of not really using Dry Baby to its maximum effectiveness. Like, I rarely make the concerted effort to put it between me and the boss, but if you do so, you know, it pays dividends. It's worth its weight in gold and other such, you know, platitudes. Okay, stand back. Damage is not really bringing it home here, but that's okay. Ah, that's what I was hoping for, some bombs there, because that is like an archetypical secret room. Right there. No Spirit Hearts, but plenty of pills. Bombs are key. No. Bad gas. Maybe. Luck up. Fantastic. Speed down. Absolutely not. Alright, let's take Bad Gas with us. It's only Depths 1. Fighting the gate. Poison the shit out of him. And if slash... I was going to say if slash when we get hit. I didn't realize it was going to happen so quickly. We actually have a very good counter in Best Bud here, which is going to do an awful lot of damage, although I've timed it poorly. There we go. That's much more beautiful timing. Nearly knocked him out very easily there. No deal with the devil is a huge surprise for me here. Shot speed down is meaningless, but the Tears upgrade is hugely important. I don't love it, but I'm going to do it anyway because I already did it. Okay. Hey, well worth it. Even still. We'll come back for you, my friend. We'll come back for you. You saw how awesome it was when we had Skinny Odd Mushroom, and I think that might have been it. Or this is it, like, right here. Tears Ups are basically the same effect as Skinny Odd Mushroom, except minus the damage downgrade. Credit card. Okay, so we're gonna get a deal with the devil. and this is going to be very nice for us. We could use credit card on the shop, but I don't really want to use credit card on the shop. We have money. What we lack is HP. I think this is a re-rollable shop, to be honest with you. I will buy this just to make sure it doesn't show up again. The only thing we're losing out on in this situation is money, so who cares? And then we got BOGO bombs. It wasn't for free, but we'd already paid for it. You know? It's okay. Let's do our last rooms here. Rate of fire looking pretty good. BOGO bomb? Oh, such stupid damage. That's my own fault. I'm getting frustrated because I have the... It's the intersection of not amazing damage and also having an orbital that can do damage, which leads me to be impatient and use my orbital too much. That's my own fault. It's idiotic, but I do it anyway. This credit card on a deal with the devil is going to be very, very nice. Whatever, even if it sucks, we can re-roll it, and then if it sucks again, we're getting it for free regardless, so it don't kill my vibe. Lots of HP we can come back for to play this Demon Judgment. Maybe a guppy item right here. No, that's okay. Not salty about it. 4 bombs. It's acceptable. Moving forward. We've already seen our second secret room. It's what allowed us to get some of those pill attributes, or attribute ups via pills. I am not very happy with myself. We all have those times in our lives. We see ourselves making dumb mistakes, but we make it anyway. That's what I'm on right now. I keep being like, don't do that, don't do that. But my brain is like, this is a strategy that works and saves time. And I'm like, conscious brain to unconscious brain. Don't do that, you're being an idiot. Unconscious brain don't care. He's like, I kept us alive, you know, I kept your ancestors alive during the Stone Age. You think I don't know what I'm doing? And I'm like, no, I think you know what you're doing, but the environment has changed now. And, you know, we've evolved all these higher order cognitive functions so that I can speak to you and, you know, try to actually direct your behaviors and patterns into a way that's beneficial for me and the people watching at home. And it's just saying, shut the fuck up. Have you ever killed a saber-toothed tiger? I've never killed a saber-toothed tiger either. It's a river. Saber-toothed river scares the shit out of me. So I don't think our Fool card's going to be that useful for us. We'll go back and get the HP we're missing. Big head right there. Little head. Little head. Big head. Normal head. Just so we don't have to backtrack too much. I realize that this costs us an extra play. 2 plays technically, but it also saves us a little bit of time. Again, blame the unconscious brain, man. Blame the dumb evolutionary brain. That is like, you should really go forage some nuts and berries right now. Yo, we got enough nuts and berries, brain. There we go. Missing page 2. Not incredible, but I'm happy to have it. And it doesn't hurt, you know, to get that extra black heart. We have like 130% chance. I think all the penalties are off the books now. So we have like 130% chance to get a deal with the devil. That's pretty good. We've also already paid the Krampus tax. If it was a run reroll, I wouldn't have done it. Technology, I do think, falls under a special case where you can, without guilt, say, I'm not going to reroll my run this time. You may agree or disagree. That one, look, I shouldn't have been hit by that, but that was just a great shot. Another luck upgrade. I am absolutely content with that. This is a... Oh my god, that interaction there, man. That room's a little bit nasty sometimes. Very happy for the payouts. This one should not be a problem. And the rerolls are coming back fast and furious here. You know what I would love? Next shop, Hive Mind plus BFF. I think we got a great chance to become Guppy. And we've already got a nice host of familiars. I would at least like them to look larger. And if I took damage from the orbital, like from using my orbitals offensively, at least it would be more damage to the enemy as well. We could probably justify blowing those up. Mom's Eye, I don't really like it that much. I know Wiggle Worm is entirely cosmetic. Wow, I really thought I timed that appropriately. Well, at least Headless Baby is gonna cause some extra ambient damage here. Full health, yeah, the huge pickup for us right there. We were looking pretty sad with the amount of health we had, you know. That extra half heart could help out a great deal. I'm not being sarcastic at all. No, what is sarcasm? Was waiting for the payout there. Again, there's a better way to do this to save some bombs, but every time I try to do it, I end up wasting more bombs because I haven't internalized the optimal solution yet. We really need those. We don't need them. I would really like those homing tiers, man. He almost shot the fucking needle right there. Threaded the needle. You can do many things with the needle. Some of them good, some of them not so good. Dodged right into that one. I just wanted to sate his ego a little bit. That's the thing with those guys. Like, Gurgling's notoriously ego-driven. And I didn't want him to feel super down about himself, even though he was dead. So I decided to help him out a little bit. I can't believe that I let that happen twice. In my defense, I'm thinking that my damage is higher. That's not really a good excuse, but it is an excuse. So whenever an enemy like that gets close to me, I'm like, oh, it'll totally be dead by the time it gets here because of our sweet-ass piercing shots. But then it doesn't die, and I'm just mad about it. Let's sneak him to death here. We had 22 minutes, 38 seconds. Nothing wrong with that. A little bit slower, but that's how, like, all of our runs have been lately. Not the game's fault, I think. Not anybody's fault. It's just how the runs are going here. Double our keys, just so we can hold on to the credit card. Don't mind if I do. You're lucky I almost didn't see you there. You should show up earlier next time. Alright, finally we get a chance to maybe use our D6 here. I feel like in Rebirth I'm not using my D6 as much as I did in Vanilla, which is probably bad. Probably suboptimal. In this case, I think I'm going to be happy to just keep Tech Point 5, though. Yeah, we're occasionally, look out for that double laser. We're occasionally going to be firing that, and then it's going to do a ton of damage. Give me Fate. Well, I guess it would be nice if I could touch your body. No, that's it's not Fate or Faith. These guys have such a high jump sometimes. It can be really annoying when you think you hit them, but actually don't. Alright, there we go. Gotta be coming close to... There's our boss room. We haven't been to our shop yet, though. I'm really eager to get into that deal with the devil, and I fucking hate Curse of the Lost, man. I can't tell you how much I hate that. Every curse I feel... I know that we have a key there, a penny there. Every curse I feel I say is my least favorite curse. It's basically like whatever curse most recently showed up. But Curse of the Lost is just it takes the wind out of your sails completely, man. Please tell me that this is our way to the shop. Tech Point 5, you know, I would be remiss if I didn't mention that it's maybe one of the best DPS upgrades in the game. Very noticeable increase in our chances here, as if they weren't good enough already. So here's our shop. Oh, yeah, so good. There's options for sure. Humbling Bundle for sure. This for sure. Forgot what it was called. Oh, yeah, Spirit Heart. And then we'll just wedge ourselves in back here. Decent chance for Guppy, man. Guppy man, sneaky and mean. Spider inside my dreams, I think I love you. That's fine, we can make it. Okay, now we can guilt-free go down to our boss fight. And I'm very excited for this. Mom fight shouldn't be hard at all. Maybe a couple Spirit Hearts down, it happens. And then our deal with the devil. Even if it's red chests, I'm going to be excited. But I'd really love for it to be like 3 items. If it's 3 items, credit card is at like optimum usefulness. Alright, thank you for your help there. Pretty good shop there as well. It wasn't quite, you know, BFF Hive Mind, but Humbling Bundle, there's options. It's a little late for there's options to be amazing, but still good. It's gonna give us one choice. Actually, come to think of it, that's not that good, but it's worth the 15 cents if we can afford it, for sure. Really? You again? Causing all sorts of problems here. That one was super easy. Definitely Polaroid for synergies. Ah, it's beautiful. The question is, do we even want to use credit card? And I think the answer is actually that we don't want to use credit card until now. And then we'll get Rotten Baby for free. I could have re-rolled it. I should have re-rolled Ghost Baby. That was a little bit of a sloppy play on my part. But I actually wanted to be in the permanent Polaroid invincibility zone, so we had the luxury of doing that there. But yeah, in hindsight, I should have should have done exactly what I did, but going left to right instead of right to left. I guess I was just too enthusiastic that I was like, I'm making a smart decision, and then I made a smart decision that wasn't the smartest decision. I came up with like the second best solution there. Anyway, we're still in a really, really good position, but I probably put a little bit of a damper on our guppy dreams there. And we briefly saw the directions, but I unfortunately did not have the wherewithal to take a look and see where the boss room was, but I think it was over in this direction. Not really that interested in playing that judgment. Thinking Humbling Bundle plus Dark Bum is going to be a real nice turn of events for us. Don't see a Tinted Rock. I am looking. Flies are pretty much handling everything else for me. We don't really need, and by really, I mean we don't at all want that Eternal Heart. You see that fly? It just went across the map to deal with that guy. There were like 4 targets in between that totally would have been suitable, and it was like, nah, man. I got bigger problems. Alright, so on this floor, again, I think we're looking at like a 30-something% chance, unless our evil up from Missing Page helps us out a little bit. I really, really should have blown up the, I'll take this. It might be a bad idea. I really, really should have blown up the Beggar to have a better chance at getting the deal with the devil there. That's another relatively sloppy play that if you're playing along at home and you're somehow a little bit behind me, try that one on for size and see if that helps you out. Thankful for that battery. I'll admit, you know, I took Squeezy because I was like tears versus damage. I don't know the actual magnitude of each one here, so it's kind of just that's a wash for me by default. And Squeezy gives me the Spirit Heart, so I was like, yeah, even though we're probably not going to run into HP trouble, it seems like a smart idea to, you know, if you don't know enough about the items to make an educated guess, you know, use the information at your disposal to do the best that you can. I don't really care about the money too much. Mostly coming over here for Dark Bum. Man, Shielded Tears, High Rate of Fire technology is really working out nicely for us. And I'm starting to think, and I'm jinxing it by saying it, I'm fucking with you. I don't believe in the jinx. However, I shouldn't have said it. I'm coming over here. I don't believe in the jinx, but yo, can you shut up? I think I might have guessed correctly here right off the bat, which doesn't happen all that often. There's just a lot of space over here. It's making it look relatively likely that this could be the correct direction. You just bring those bombs over if you don't mind. So without any more deals with the devil being likely, it all comes down to curse rooms and the chest itself. But this is pretty much sorted, you know. Damage is good to great. That's nice. Defense is totally set. For a number of reasons, one of which, you know, 9 lives, one of which, Dark Bum. Those 2 items combined put us in a really, really good position. And yeah, against bullet hell bosses, like, what are we supposed to be afraid of at this point? We're destroying, like, every shot as it comes out here. And most of the enemies as well. And we're gonna have to deal with that, but we're relatively fast, at least fast enough to not have to concern ourselves too much. And that was easy. Should have shot those down, but we'll just head up here, hoping for a Joker card, I guess. But I don't think it's likely. Curse of the Blind. It's not a big deal. I say this a lot, but Curse of the Blind, if you get it on the Womb 2 or the Cathedral, it's basically like no curse at all. Most of the time. You could end up picking Bob's Brain by accident. Oh no. We'll go back for that. We'll go back for that. You know what? We won't go back for that. And I'm going to say fuck this room. Even though we have the ability to kill everything on this room relatively easily, I'm still going to say fuck this room. Because fuck Super Envy. This is my way of protesting its existence. Get out of here, Super Envy. Nobody likes you. Oh, thanks for the secret room. I appreciate it a great deal. Let me get in there with Cuban Meat, please. I'm going to get hit. I'm not hit. Okay. Good stuff. Anytime we can get through that without getting hit, I feel good about it. Alright, this is Magic Mushroom territory right here. Wow. No Magic Mushroom. Pills. Full health. Speed down. Are you a wizard? Well, at least Are You a Wizard doesn't affect us, apparently. Super Wrath. I'm happy for bomb synergies. More bombs, they don't mean anything to me, but bomb synergies, sure. More bombs. And more keys, but, you know, with 32 keys, we're pretty unlikely to end up needing those as well. Gives me a decent excuse to go back for those ones, I guess, though. Shoot a bomb over here. Break the rock. Alright, well, there we go. That's more along the lines of what I was looking for. Gives me a nice little in. I don't know. I basically just accepted my fate on that one. I was like, I'm not going to move. So, you better move, or because you're going to get hit one way or the other. Like, you're going to be dying on this room. I don't think you have much of a hope of taking me out, but... the dream of us not having to fight Super Envy continues to exist. I can't believe we're this late in the game and I'm still like, you know, I would really like to have some extra damage from Cube of Meat. But that's kind of the reality of the situation. I don't know. Is there a small chance that we could get a deal with the devil if we blow up the beggar right there? I don't think there is. Dude, say what you want about my Cube of Meat strats. It's wrecking the shit out of Isaac right now. And every time we can get in there and do a little bit of extra damage with one of our orbitals, that's less time that we have to spend in the danger zone, you know? Like, look at that. That was really good. If you got the skills necessary to pull it off, which I do 30% of the time, then, you know, you can give it a try. Curse of the Blind on the chest is god-awful. No soy milk. No soy milk. Bomb bag. It's okay. Magic Fingers is not very good. Satanic Bible is good to use once. And D10 is terrible. At least we got 3 items that we can reroll. Although we're going to reroll them into question marks. Piggy Bank is not very good right now. Book of Secrets shows us the map. Mom's Wig. Mom's Wig is good. Everything else, I'd say fairly suboptimal there. But I'm happy to have Mom's Wig. A little disappointed in this run, I'm going to be honest. Like, we're going to win. And any win is nice. Well, not any win, but a lot of wins are nice, and this is one of them. However, I would have thought that we could have balled a little bit more out of control than we actually did. Maybe we still could. Little Haunt, it's okay. We haven't seen Little Haunt in forever. Nice to see you, buddy. It's been a long time. Thanks for your help. I appreciate it. Welcome to the party. At least we got to see some old friends here. Strength card, not that important. We could go back and reroll Book of Secrets. I mean, we probably should. I think it's a testament to how much Rebirth has changed the meta that, like, going back to reroll one item for me is like, I don't know if it's worth it. Any item here is fine by me. Shouldn't. Oh, yeah, okay. So we'll probably... I mean, why not just do it right now? I guess we'll take our Spirit Heart and then we'll reroll the whole floor. This is okay. I don't have any problems with this. I'll use a Forget Me Now right now. So here's how it goes. We use the Forget Me Now, and then for the 3rd time in a row, we get Dad's Key. That's just how it goes. We got the keys. You got something for me, Dark Bum? You got something for me, Dark Bum? You got something for me, Dark Bum? You could have gone back and re-rolled Book of Secrets. It doesn't matter that much. No curse on this floor, so I'm happier. Celtic Cross, Gnawed Leaf, Daddy Longlegs Scapular. Like, above average items, I'm not that mad about it, and Daddy Longlegs plus, oh, this is the worst place for a dead end. Daddy Longlegs plus Gnawed Leaf is potentially game-winning if I need it. Oh, Bloody Lust, so good. So good. That's really going to up our damage, and to be honest with you, I could kind of need it. Like, my damage has not been that amazing, so I'm actually not going to sweat taking too much damage. I'd rather not. Wait, don't kill him. Oh, yes! That's exactly what I was hoping for. I was like, if we kill him last, we can actually become Guppy by getting 2-9 lives. Wait, that didn't turn us into Guppy. This guy's a big fat phony. Are we creating flies? We're not creating flies. We have 19 lives, though. That's above the norm. It also ruined permanent Polaroid invincibility, but, you know, so be it. Again, do damage to me. See if I care. It just makes our technology shots that much more potent for the future. This is a very weird setup here. Now, if we can beat Blue Baby on 1 HP with 9 lives, I think we got a pretty good shot with 19 lives. The only question is whether or not my will to survive will still be alive at that point. It might not be. So our biggest enemy is still probably ourselves. You guys are really going to shoot at each other. All these targets, you chose to shoot at each other. All right, no more permanent Polaroid invincibility, so Let's not be, you know, too cocky about giving up damage. Worth noting as well, we have the wafers, so it's extremely unlikely we find ourselves in too bad of a position here. And in fact, in a way that has me wanting to deliberately hurt myself just to get more damage as soon as possible, but it seems unnecessary right now. You pay out with a fucking spider, dark bum. Look, we got a high quality run right now. We run a tight ship, and you're not really pulling your weight relative to the organization if you do shit like that. So, straighten up and fly right, buddy. That's all I gotta say. We could easily replace you. Look at Little Han. He doesn't have all the natural talent in the world, but he's out there giving his all. Oh, Death's Touch. The dream is real. I'm so excited. This run got great. Remember when I said I was disappointed in it? Oh, now it's majestic. It's not smelly like a deli. Yeah, this is real damage, man. And I'm not going to say, because it sounds like I'm making an excuse, but I'm still sort of deliberately taking damage to get Bloody Lust cracked up there. Thought that would be a key beggar. We don't have anything in our spacebar slot, so speed down pill is like pretty amazing. Yeah, it's real good. Nothing there. We got to be getting close to our boss room, and that's going to end this run, and I'm going to be kind of sad to see it go. I've seen so many screenshots of it, but this might be the first time that I've ever actually seen in person, in my own runs, that mythical, like, 9 lives more than once payout. I can't remember. It's not that rare, but Super Pride seems like a pretty rare boss fight. So I think that might contribute to it. Doesn't really matter who we kill last year. We can get Spirit Hearts from Dark Bum, but we're at pretty much no risk of death anyway. Again, I don't know if we've capped out on our damage from Bloody Lust yet, but whether we have or we have, now we probably have. Oh, this is a perfect time for a Skype message. At least this time they let me get like 30 minutes into the episode before they did it. Unicorn Stump. Yeah, that's pretty good. I'm always running into things anyway. We might as well take maximum advantage of it, right? Helps with Daddy Longlegs, too. It's not that amazing, but it got the job done. Mostly, like, our freaking, not our cube of meat, but our tears are doing so much damage that it's a little hard to justify using Unicorn Stump, except in that situation where it, like, almost instantly took off half of Blue Baby's HP. So this is going to be a win, and it actually did turn out to be a relatively fun win. Thank you very much for that RNG game. I appreciate it. If you enjoyed the episode, click the like button and come back tomorrow or in a few hours. There will be another Rebirth episode, and of course, subscribe if you want to see more in the future. But for now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.